This pianist can be heard on classic Motown sides as well as on recordings from other Detroit area labels. Like Motown's other pianists, this musician had an extensive musical background. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Johnny Griffith. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born John Ellis Griffith Jr. on July 10, 1936 in Detroit, Michigan, Griffith was inspired by musicians as a child including Oscar Peterson, Glenn Gould, and Bud Powell. Griffith has a long history in music, having graduated from the University of Detroit and Wayne State Universities with degrees in music. He recorded the albums Detroit Jazz and The Right Side of Lefty Edwards. After signing with Motown's Jazz Workshop label, when the March of the Motown hits began, Griffith started playing on sessions for their R&B and pop acts. But unlike other performers, Griffith did not sign a work-for-hire contract with Motown. Instead, he continued to work as a freelancer, doing sessions and other engagements in New York and the neighboring city of Chicago. The Motown hits that Griffith played on include Marvin Gaye's "How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You," which peaked at number 4 on the R&B charts and number 6 on the pop charts in early 1965.
Sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my...
His celestials are heard on Mercy Mercy Me the Ecology, which peaked number 1 on the R&B for 2 weeks and number 4 on the pop charts in the summer of 1971.
Radiation underground and in the sky.
Adding Wurlitzer electric piano on both Gaye's I Heard It Through the Grapevine, which peaked at number 1 on the R&B and pop charts for 7 weeks in late 1968. And The Temptations Ain't Too Proud to Beg, which peaked at number 1 on the R&B charts for 8 weeks in the summer of 1966.
I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse.
He also played organ on the Supreme Stop in the Name of Love, which peaked at number 2 on the R&B charts for 4 weeks and number 1 on the pop charts for 2 weeks in early 1965. Also playing organ and shotgun effects on Junior Walker and the All-Star Shotgun, which peaked number 1 on the R&B charts for 4 weeks and number 4 on the pop charts in early 1965. Griffith also played with Motown's famous funk brothers. Griffith's non-Motown hits are Edwin Starr's Agent 00 Soul, which peaked at number 8 on the R&B charts.
Agent 00 Soul, baby. Agent 00 Soul.
Cool Jerk by the Capitals, which peaked at number 2 on the R&B charts and number 7 on the pop charts.
On their faces they wear silly smirk, 'cause they know I'm the king of the ooh.
Jackie Wilson's Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher, which peaked at number 1 on the R&B charts and number 6 on the pop charts. For Chicago soul producer Carl Davis, Griffith played on the Artistics' I'm Really Gonna Miss You. The Shy Lights' Have You Seen Her?
I've been used to having someone to lean on.
And Young Holt Unlimited Soulful Strut. Griffith had his own hit for RCA Records with Grand Central Shuffle. Now, during the 90s, Griffith was still active on the Detroit club scene. On November 10th, 2002, Griffith passed away of a heart attack in a Detroit hospital at the age of 66. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. Who was the best musician at Motown?